Good afternoon. This is Dwight Mitchell here from Mitchell and Son 3D Printing Services. I'm doing this live stream because I've been quiet, having live streamed for quite a while now. Been quite a lot going on. Hence, it's been quite a challenge to sit down and to make a live stream for any length of time. So that's what the purpose of this whole live stream is just to sit and to come on, say we're still here, we're still alive, we're still going. But this is I wanted to give a few updates of where we are. So since the last time I live streamed, I've made a few changes. So behind me here, I'll just move out the way. We've moved on our technology. We've changed the technology to hyperspeed 3D printing. So what is hyperspeed 3D printing, and why does that make a difference to us as a business? It means because I can print now items that would take, say, I'm just going to show you an example. So something like this would take, say, 2 to 3 hours to print on traditional 3D printing. If I print that now in the hyperspeed, that's going to take me about 20 minutes. That's the difference hyperspeed makes. And it's on a variety of different items that we've recently done for customers. We've been able to reduce the print time dramatically, which also means that then we can do batch printing. In other words, that we can print small batches quicker in better materials. All our 3D printers now are enclosed. They never used to be enclosed. We all had the open 3D printers, which does kind of really restrict the type of materials that we can print in. And one of the materials now with the hyperspeed and the enclosed 3D printing, which you can get the traditional 3D printing with, which is enclosed. So that's not having enclosures around a 3D printer is not new. It's the speed of the 3D printing that has improved. And also the type of materials. I mean, this is printing this here for a customer now, a batch of them. He wanted 100 of them. And we're printing that out of PA6 nylon with 30% glass in full. So it's strengthened with glass, making that product a lot stronger. Printing ABS, printing polycarbonate. Again, these aren't new materials, but it does mean that that we can print materials which we struggled with at one point. We had to subcontract as well. So now we're bringing everything in-house, which means that our lead times have gone from 2 weeks down to 3 to 5 days, depending on what the load that we have on our machines at the moment. So if we have all our machines running, which today for the first time in probably about 3 months, two of my machines are not running. They will be later on this week, but being able to print means that bringing everything in house means that we can print quicker, better and better. Now, what we look at the pipes over here, there's a lot of obviously 3D printing stuff like carbon fiber, printing nylons, printing ABS, printing polycarbonate, ASA. They do emit a lot of fumes. So we have to help our own health. We've installed the extraction fans, which go straight out our window, so that none of the fumes are then inhaled here, which will harm our health as well, and anyone in the office. So that's what we've been doing lately. We've been working closely with a lot of other companies and doing a lot more really exciting projects, which has been good. Now, I also wanted to just show you too, because we are offering a trade account for trade customers, those in manufacturing, those who, even within the 3D printing world, who need a bit of extra capacity. So we have, and we've done this for a few manufacturing companies in the last few months, is to be able to create a trade account for them. So I'm just going to go show you what the trade account means. And we have our page, as you can see on the ticker at the bottom, we have details there of where to go to get to the trade account. But here I'll share with you the page. So this is our trade account. We have an application form. So if you click on that button, it will open up an application form for you to fill in. And it gives you the benefits, obviously the benefits. But what I wanted to show you more is that for our system is set up to automatically on batch sizes starting from 2 units up until 10,000 units. We will offer a level of discounts. So if you ordered a one item and it costs you 10 quid, you ordered 2 items, you already get a 8% discount. The more you order, the bigger the discounts become. Now, these discounts of 35 to 50%, those are purely for trade customers. So if you want to, if you sign up and you get an account with us, you are eligible to the 35 to 50% discount. And that is, if you think about it, is a massive saving. It's not just minimal saving. So it's most other 3D printing companies that I know of, they offer very small discounts or they don't offer discounts at all. Yeah, but at least with us, you know that you can get value for your money. The more you order, the cheaper it's going to be per unit. So that's what I would encourage you guys. We also got a not only the doing the trade discounts, but we've launched a new service in the last month, which is a technical drawing service. So I'm pretty aware that a lot of technical data has not been turned into CAD data yet, or electronic CAD data. I know that before 1919, early 1990s, electronic CAD was only developed and only really became mainstream probably mid 1990s. So there's a lot of technical drawings out there that are still just paper 2D drawings and haven't been converted. So we're offering a service now where if you want your CAD data to be your 2D technical drawings to be translated into 3D CAD drawings. We offer that service too by filling out this form here, which will then also allow us to give you a value for your money. And so why would you want to turn your paper drawings into CAD drawings? For a number of reasons. First of all, electronic CAD data, so an electronic 3D print, can be then translated into so many different aspects. It can be used on a CNC machine, can be used on milling machines, because a lot of these machines now use electronic CAD data. They can be used on injection molding machines, and then they can be used on 3D printing. So having a electronic CAD data, first of all, every time you go to all of these different engineering companies to have if you want to replicate an item, if you've got a 2D CAD drawing, that means that they would then charge you a fee for turning that into a 3D CAD 3D model to use on their systems, and they would charge you quite a hefty fee. I think it's a lot of draftsmen now charge over about £300 to £400 a day to do these drawings. So once you've had a electronic 3D model, you would give it to these companies, engineering companies, and they can already instantly use that in their system. There might be some slight modifications they might have to do, but generally a 3D model to a engineering company or a 3D printing company like myself, we won't have to do any work with that. We could slice it or put it through our software to prepare it to go on our machines to create what they call the G code. And the G code is just really the computer code or the machine code for that specific type of machine. So every type of electronic manufacturing machine, like a 3D printer, will have its own specific G code or computer code, machining code. CNC machines, uh, milling machines that are electronic, any injection molding machines will all have their own computer code, and a 3D model can be translated into any one of those codes for those type of machines. So having a 3D model, why I think it's good, and it will be an advantage to any manufacturing company to translate all their 2D models into, or 2D drawings into 3D models. First, then you create a electronic stocking system, and you can produce those parts on demand rather than having racking shelves full of products which probably won't even move. So by having your electronic data, you can then produce on demand. That's where 3D printing and batch printing comes in, because you might have a specific product that you're only selling, say, 400-500 a month of that particular item. You got the electronic data, the electronic model, 3D model. Instead of filling your shelves with products that might not sell, contact a 3D printing company such as ours, print those items on demand. It makes logical sense in this day and age, especially when money is tight for businesses, for individuals. It makes common sense rather to not have warehouses full of stock, but have that databases full of electronic data. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. What the two things. Now we're talking about different types of materials as well. Why and how we offer, what types of materials we offer. Some of the most the better type of materials that we do in provide is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, so you get a lot of carbon fiber reinforced materials such as carbon fiber PLA, carbon fiber PETG, carbon fiber nylon. All of these items that adds to the strength of that type of material, because as it would, and they range. Some they would contain 15 to 30% carbon fiber. And this, depending on the type of polymer that is carbon fiber infused, that increases the tensile strength up to about 80 megapascals. It will increase the Young's modulus, which is the hardness, up to about 10 GPa. The impact strength, the heat resistance, so it will increase the heat resistance. So PLA was a basic material. That was the foundational material where injection molding started. I mean, not injection molding, 3D printing. But that has moved on quite dramatically. And PLA, a lot of people don't like PLA because they say it's too brittle. But having a PLA with carbon fiber infused doesn't push up the price of the material too much, but it does dramatically increase the strength of the material, which is great. I mean, Overture actually does a PLA Professional, which I've printed a number of times for customers, and that is gives the PLA a very similar structural strength to ABS without all the fumes, and makes it, and still makes it biodegradable, because obviously ABS is not so much biodegradable, where PLA is, because of the fact that it's a plant-based material. It is biodegradable, and the Overture PLA Professional, does make it give you the same type of strength as printing with ABS. I know that because I have printed that a number of times. So where would, if you look at PLA or one of the others, PETG or nylon that's infused with carbon, fiber carbon. That is, a lot of this material is already used in aerospace. It's used in the automotive industry, in sporting goods, in sporting the sporting arena. And carbon fiber filaments are known for their strength to weight ratio and their rigidity, making them ideal for applications that require both durability and lightweight. So if we look at now what I'm printing, which I showed you earlier, which is this whatchamacallit, the nylon PA6 nylon, which is glass filled. Again, why would we increase nylon with glass? It's fiberglass. So fiberglass, we know already, is incredibly strong and durable material, giving it that strength and the stiffness. The material with the material composite of this of the nylon PA, which again you get various different levels, which is 10. You can get 10 to 30% glass in full, and that increases the tensile strength from up to about 110 megapascals. It increases the hardness, which is the Young's modulus, to up to about 6 GPa. The print temperature. Okay, it does increase the modulus absorption, so the moisture absorption of parts, increases it to about 3%, or reduces it by 3%, which is better because nylon, we know, is quite absorbs moisture quite a lot. And where would you use PA12 with glass infusion? Gears, bearings, in the mechanical parts, any component that is subject to high stress. You can use it in structural components, frames, and supports, which require enhanced stiffness because nylon is quite a flexible material. In industrial tooling, in jigs and fixtures, in manufacturing aids that need some kind of durability, in wear-resistant parts, bushings, slidings, and other parts that experience friction. So nylon PA6 glass full, which is on our website, you can request that as a part. Glass full is it's an excellent for parts that withstand mechanical strength and high temperature. Its durability makes it suitable for demanding industrial applications. One thing to note that nylon is hyperscoptic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air. It's important to keep this filament dry before printing to prevent any bubbling or any defects within that material. So it's a polycarbonate. It's something that I think which has been around for a while within the 3D printing industry. It's something we provide and we offer, and that adds again. It's a quite a good choice for engineering applications. The tensile strength can be up to 70 MPa. The flexure strength is up to 100 MPa, and the Young's modulus is up to 2.4 GPa. You've got an impact strength of 70 kilojoules per meter square. It's got a high heat resistance of 150 degrees C. So it's it's just a good for UV resistance, but with prolonged exposure, it can start getting the yellowing effect. So again, where would you use polycarbonate? In protective gear, helmets, face shields, and other safety equipment, optical parts, lenses, light covers, transparent components, because polycarbonate without any pigmenting isn't naturally a transparent material. It's using engineering prototypes that require high strength and impact resistance, medical devices for sterilizing and clarity. Polycarbonate is a tough, transparent plastic that is perfect, high strength and impact resistant application, which makes it a popular choice for engineering and medical industries. It has a high heat resistance, making it suitable for parts that are exposed to high temperatures. So those are the types of materials that we are starting to um, offer and provide. And it's on our website. If you go look on our instant quote system, and I'll take you to the so if you look on our instant quote system, on the materials listed at the bottom, they are all there to be able to show you, so you can choose what type of material you want for, depending on the application that you have. Now I'll just take you and show you the in the instant quote system. Um, Again, I know you're probably aware of how instant quote systems work. I've put this on our website because I've been asked the question a number of times by various different people about infill, because people think that a 3D printed item is 100% a solid piece of plastic when it's not. So the standard, or the infill on a 3D printed part is 20%. That means that the product is, again, as I've written here, is 80% hollow. So you've got like a honeycomb infill. So you've got to be aware of that when you when you're filling out, you'll upload something onto our website. So I'll show you an example. So I upload this item onto the website. It gives you an instant visual, so you can see already on the side there visually what the part, the 3D model looks like. You can rotate it and play around with it, and then you choose your material. The material over here again, PLA. If I put here carbon fiber, let's put carbon fiber in there because we spoke about that earlier. Gives you an instant price. It also shows you the batches. So if you click on the batches there, you can see if you choose, and this item will only show up to 250 parts. But if you can select as you put in more batches, it'll show you thing. But so for one part here, it costs £68. If I put in if I want to find out two parts, it costs me £120. So there, I've got the saving. For 10 parts, you're looking at £500, showing you've got a discount on that already, because for 10 parts at £68, you're looking at almost £700. You've saved £200, or almost approximately. So it automatically calculates what your discounts are based on your quantity. Now the infill will influence the price. So 20% infill, that is at £68. But if I wanted to make that, if I said no, actually I want that at 100% infill, you're looking at £104. Because and why that is, the more infill you have, the more material you're going to use, the longer that's going to be on the machine. So that gives you quite a bit of an idea of how, what influence, what, and obviously, if you've got 100% infill, you've got a piece that is 100%. It's a solid piece of plastic, or a solid piece of carbon fibered material. Where 20%, like I said, it's gonna be weaker. So having 100% infill is going to make it stronger, but it depends on the application that you want. And as I said, we've got down at the bottom here variety of different materials. So if you wanted it in PLA, £10, the standard price for one-off, in PETG, in hyper speed, which means you get it printed faster, nylon. So you can choose the type of material you want, and the price will change based on the material, because that is the cost of the material, does impact the initial cost of it, the price. So as per each and individual item, you can see as I'm going through now, and it gives you on our website also, as you click each material, it gives you a description of the material. So you want to know what the material is, what it does, and a little bit of details about the material. It does explain it here in the side. The color selection also is here. This is your color selection of what color you want that, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I haven't done a live stream for a while, so I thought it'd be good if I did a live stream, gave a little bit of an overview of what we've been doing that brings about change, makes makes us a little bit different. One thing I haven't mentioned, which is very important, I think, if I go back to the website, um, last month we actually received an award for our quality. So we got 24 quality award 24. If you see in the corner here, last for this year for 3D printing in the New Forest area or district, which is quite a big thing for us, knowing that because getting these awards and everything helps us, and it just shows that we are focused on the quality of our products, the quality of our service to our customers. So I wanted to share that with you. If there's any questions or anything you want, any more that you want to know about our products or our services, there's our email at the bottom. You can email info@mitchellson.co.uk, not OC. Sorry, that's a spelling mistake on my part. I do apologize for that. I suppose I can. But yes, so you can email us, contact us as soon as possible. You can visit the website, or you can call me on my mobile. My mobile number is 0787 131 539. Thank you if you've had the time to listen. It'll be really good to get some type of feedback. And yeah, we hope to hear from you and work soon. I'm going to try and do a little bit more of these videos and these live broadcasts over the next couple of weeks and months. It's been a bit of a mad time over the last couple of months, is why I haven't done these. But anyway, that is thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a good day. Have a good rest of the week. And this is Dwight Mitchell saying goodbye.